Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। श्री राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की जय।
जय हो।
हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा सुमित।
जय श्री कृष्ण प्रिया।
श्री कृष्णा। जय श्री कृष्णा रवि।
जय श्री कृष्णा जय जी। हरे कृष्ण।
कृष्णा निशा।
Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna Ajay. Hare Krishna Tarun.
Hare Krishna everyone.
Nice to see you all. So we'll continue with our Srimad Bhagvatam. This is one of the most important and devotional adhyay about Bhishma Pitamaha. Yeah. So we'll start. We have Canto 1, Adhyay 9, Shlok 13. Yeah. Sumit, do you want to start?
संस्थिते ते ते पांडो प्रथा बाल प्रजावधु युष्मत क्रियते बहुन कलेशान प्राप्ते तोकवती मोहो. As far as my daughter-in-law Kunti is concerned, upon the great General Pandu's death, she became a widow with many children, and therefore she suffered greatly. And when you were grown up, she suffered a great deal also because of your actions.
So who is saying this?
Bhishma.
Bhishma
Bhishma Pitamaha is saying this to whom?
Yudhishthira, right?
Right, Yudhishthira and all the Pandavas, because Bhishma Pitamaha बानों की सैया पर लेटे हुए हैं और Yudhishthira and Pandavas are quite sad and disappointed. And so instead of consoling Bhishma Pitamaha is consoling all the Pandu Putra and Maharaj Yudhishthira. And he's talking about right now about Kunti, right? Daughter-in-law Kunti for Bhishma Pitamaha. And he's saying that as far as Kunti is concerned, she has suffered a great deal of sorrow. लेकिन कभी भी Kunti Maharani ने she never complained, right? That's one. And अपने पिछले अध्याय में क्या पढ़ा? Kunti Maharani is asking Lord Sri Krishna what? She is saying that ये आपत्ति आती रहे. Why? Because जब जब आपत्ति आ रही है, Lord Krishna आकर उन्हें प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं और Lord Krishna के दर्शन हो रहे हैं. So that is the specialty of Maharani Kunti, right? So that's what we read. So here Bhishma Pitamaha is talking to Panduputra and he speaking about Kunti. Nisha?
Sarvam kalakritam manne bhavatam cha yadapriyam sapalo yadvashe loko vayoriva ganavali. In my opinion, this is all due to inevitable time under whose control everyone in every planet is carried just as the clouds are carried by the wind. Hare Krishna.
So Bhishma Pitamaha क्या बोल रहे हैं कि Kunti suffered a lot. but Kal Kritam, right? Kal is Samay, all inevitable time, and under that control is everyone on this planet, and that included Maharani Kunti. So she had to go through great sorrows, but she was a great devotee, as we saw, and we saw her prayers to her stuti to Lord Krishna as well, right? But it's all because of inevitable time, is what Bhishma Pitama is saying. Ravi?
यत्र धर्म सुतो राजा गदापाणि वर्ककोदरः कृष्णो स्त्री गांडेवम चापम सुहुष कृष्णस्ततो विपतः. How wonderful is the influence of inevitable time. It is irreversible. Otherwise, how can there be a reverse in the presence of King Yudhishthira, the son of demigod controlling religion, Bhima, the great fighter with the club, the great bowman Arjuna with his mighty weapon Gandhiva, and above all the Lord, the direct well-wishers of Pandavas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So such an important shlok. What is Bhishma Pitama saying here is the influence of inevitable time, right? Because what has happened here? You have Dharma Suto Raja, right? Maharaj Yudhishthira. Who else you have? Gada, Panir, Vakodhara. Vakodhara is Bhim with Gada, right? You have Sarva Shrestha Gadadhar Bhim. Who else you have? You have Krishna Astri Gandivam Chapam, right? Sarva Shrestha Gadadhar Arjun, and all that is fine. Who else you have? Above all, you have Krishna Istato. स्वयं कृष्ण भगवान साथ में है, फिर भी विपत है, फिर भी इतनी विपत्तियां पांडवों पे आई है. So the influence of inevitable time, it's irreversible. So हम लोग बोलते हैं अच्छे लोगों पे दुख क्यों आता है, right? We ask that question. Why the good people are suffering? Why all that? We have so many questions. But here Bhishma Pitama himself is the greatest devotee. We'll see that. He is saying to Panduputra ki it's all influence of inevitable time, Kal Chakra, and the law of karma, and the plan by the Supreme Lord of Personality. So even though we have Bhim, we have Maharaj Yudhishthira, we have Arjun, we have Lord Krishna with him, with them, and still the so many vipattiyan un par aayi. Anil ji?
नाहयस्य कहिर्चिद्राजन पुमान वेद विदित्सितं यद्विजिज्ञासया युक्ता मयन्ति कवयोऽपि हि. O King, no one can know the plan of the Lord Sri Krishna. Even though great philosophers inquire exhaustively, they are bewildered. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right? So we know we have so many great philosophers in this world, right? So many people think they are the God, right? But the point is, Bhishma Pitama himself is saying that who knows the plan of the real Lord, who is the Supreme Lord, is Sri Krishna. And he is saying all this to Panduputra, and who else have gathered there? Along with Maharaj Yudhishthira, who else is there? Right? जहाँ पे भीष्म पितामह शैया पर लेटे हुए हैं, वहां पर पांडुपुत्र महाराज युधिष्ठिर के साथ सब हैं, और सब बड़े बड़े ऋषि वहां पर आए हैं, राइट? एक श्लोक में अपन ने पढ़ा पहले, राइट? व्यासदेव जी, अत्रि मुनि, परशुराम जी, राइट? एंड सो मेनी ऋषिज आर देयर बिकॉज भीष्म पितामह इज देयर. अजय?
तस्माद्दिदं देवतन्त्रं व्यवस्था वर्षभ तस्यानि विहितो नाथ पाहि प्रजा प्रभु. O best among the descendants of Bharat, Yudhishthir, I maintain therefore that all this is within the plan of the Lord. Accepting the inconceivable plan of the Lord, you must follow it. You are now the appointed administrative head, and my Lord, you should now take care of those subjects who are now rendered helpless. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right? So Bhishma Pitama is addressing Maharaj Yudhishthir, and because Maharaj Yudhishthir was so disappointed, he thought like this is the most sinful thing he has done, right? That's what we read. And that's where, but so Bhishma Pitama is saying is the important thing to know is this is all within the plan of the Lord Sri Krishna. So now is the time, follow your duty and go and help your praja. Tarun?
Eshavat Brahman Bhagwanam Saksad Adhyo Narayana Pumam Mohoyan Mayaya Lokam Guddhas Karati Vishnu. This Sri Krishna is no other than the inconceivable, original personality of Godhead. He is the first Narayana, the supreme enjoyer. But he is moving amongst the descendants of King Vrishni, just like one of us, and he is bewildering us with his self-created energy. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, right? So many people are asking for the proof. Is Sri Krishna Bhagwan, Sri Krishna Lord, but they believe in Srimad Bhagvatam. And here is the thing, right? Bhishma Pitama himself is saying this. He's the Pitamaha, right? He's the Pitamaha. He's supposed to be the best. What is he saying? He's saying the Sri Krishna who has appeared in the Vrishni king, Vrishni dynasty, is none other than the inconceivable original personality of Godhead. Yeah, Bhagwan Saksha Aho Narayana hai Puman. So he is the one who is the original personality of Godhead. He is the first Narayan, right? As we read in Srimad Brahma Samhita, as we read in the origin of all incarnations is Lord Krishna, we saw how Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Kshidakshay Vishnu all gets manifested from Lord Sri Krishna, right? And here Bhishma Pitama again is saying, right? We saw Maharani Kunti saying that. Now we are seeing Bhishma Pitama himself telling to Yudhishthira, right? Maharaj Yudhishthira, that he is none other than original personality of Godhead, even though in this incarnation he has dynasty of King Vrishni, and he is like us, but he is bewildering all of us with his self-created energy, his self-created world, self-created Maya. So this is what Bhishma Pitama is saying. Mukesh?
Asyanubhavam Bhagwan Ved Grietam Shiva Devrishi Naradaha Sakshat Dvag Bhagwan Kapilo Nrip. O King Lord Shiva, Narad, the sage amongst the demigods, and Kapil, the incarnation of Godhead, all know very confidentially about his glories through direct contact.
Yeah. So about his glories, whose glories?
Krishna's.
Lord Krishna's glories. And who knows that? None other than Lord Shiva. Griha Tamam Shiva hai. Narad, the sage among us, the demigods. Yeah, Deva Rishi Narada hai. And who else? Sakshat Bhagwan Kapilo Nipe. Right? So Kapil Muni, jo Bhagwan ke avatar, we read in 24 altars. One of the avatars is Kapil Muni. So Bhishma Pitama is saying that he is Narayan and he is Supreme Lord, and who knows that, right? Like he is giving example of Lord Shiva. He's saying Narad Muni, right? He's saying Kapil Muni. They all know very confidentially. And why do they know? Because they are in direct contact with Lord Sri Krishna and all his glories. So one of the things, there are supposed to be 12 highest devotees who have a lot of gyan and knowledge of dharmas, And out of those, 3 are mentioned here, right? Lord Shiva and Devrishi Narad and Kapil Muni, and there are other 9. And in fact, one of those 9 is also Bhishma Pitama himself. Okay, so if you read about 12 of those highest devotees who have this knowledge and who are in direct touch with the Lord, so we saw those 3. We have Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, okay, Prahlad Maharaj, Kapil Muni, so Devrishi Narad, the Sanat Kumars, the first incarnation, Sukhdev Goswami Maharaj, right? Even Raja Bali. So they are all, and 12, they are in direct touch with Lord Krishna. And here Bhishma Pitama himself, who is also one of them, is saying that they all know Lord Krishna's glories. Yam manyase matuleyam priyam mitram suritam mama akaroha sachivam dutam soridadat sarithim. Shivam?
O king, that personally whom, out of ignorance only, you thought to be your maternal cousin, you very dear friend, well-wisher, counselor, messenger, benefactor, etc., is that very personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Right. So far you thought he's your maternal cousin, he is your well-wisher, all that, but he is actually the very personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Nisha?
सर्वात्मनः समदृशो हृदयसानहङ्कृते तत्कृतं मतिवैषम्यं निर्वध्यस्य न क्वचित्. Being the absolute personality of Godhead, He is present in everyone's heart. He is equally kind to everyone, and He is free from the false ego of differentiation. Therefore, whatever He does is free from material inebriety. He is equibalanced. Hare Krishna.
Right. So Bhishma Pitama is giving this knowledge in front of all the rishis, munis, to Maharaj Yudhishthira and Pandus. He is Sarvatmana hai. He is present in everyone's heart, and Samdrisho. He is equally kind to everyone. But we have seen again and again, and we have read again and again that even though he is Samdrisho, he has special mercy for his devotees. Ravi?
तथाप्यकान्तभक्तेषु पश्य भूपानुकम्पितं यन्मे सुन्त्यञ्च साक्षात् कृष्णो दर्शनमागतः. Yet, despite his being equally kind to everyone, he has graciously come before me while I am ending my life, for I am his unfetching servitor. Hare Krishna.
Right? Unflinching servitor, right? He is one of the greatest devotees of Lord Sri Krishna, right? As we are talking about that 12. And Sakshat Krishna himself is present in front of him. Why? Right? Because Lord Bhishma Pitama is going to leave his body, right? And so darshanam agata hai, right? So kripa karke, Lord Sri Krishna ne kripa karke mere samne khade hain, because he has graciously come before me while I am ending my life, for I am his unflinching servitor, is what Lord Bhishma Pitama is telling to all. Anilji?
भक्त्यावेश्य मनो यस्मिन् वाचायन्नाम कीर्तना त्यजन कलेवरम योगी मुच्यते काम कर्म भी. The personality of Godhead who appears in the mind of the devotee by attentive devotion and meditation and by chanting of the holy name releases the devotee from the bondage of fruitive activities at the time of his quitting the material body. Hare Krishna.
Right. So none other than Bhishma Pitama himself is certifying this, that devotee, right, who appears in the mind of the devotee, Lord Sri Krishna, at the end, when he's ending his life, leaving this body, how come this, the the personality of Godhead appears in the mind? By attentive devotion, right? Bhaktya avesha mano yasmin vacha, right? Reading, yannam kirtayan, right? Devotion and meditation, and by kirtanam, by chanting of the holy name. That's why we chant when every time we start the satsang, we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So what happens is then the personality of Godhead appears in our mind, and so what happens then? So त्याजन कलेवरम, जब शरीर को त्याग रहे हैं तो भक्त मुच्यते काम कर्म भी है. So even though he has done so many karmas and there is a reaction to all these karmas, what happens is he is freed from the bondage of fruitive activities. So there is no reaction to the karma he has done. And why is that? Because Lord Krishna himself takes care of him, because he appears in the mind when he is leaving the body. And right now, that's what Bhishma Pitama himself is saying, that Lord Krishna is right in the front of him. Okay, so actually I think we are going to stop here today. We have 4 minutes, but I think, as you can see, such an important aspect of like Bhishma Pitama telling to everyone. And then what is upcoming is really Bhishma Pitama's stuti to Lord Krishna. So he is right now giving all this knowledge, all this bhakti gyan to Pandus and all the Rishi Munis, but really for the benefit of all of us. And then tomorrow, I think we'll get to Bhishma Stuti, and that's going to be really, really wonderful. Yeah. So what we will do is, I have got a clip of small students citing that Bhishma Stuti to Lord Krishna. So we are going to hear that, and then we will see you all tomorrow. Yeah. Any comments? So let me bring that up. Okay, so actually we have done up to some shloks, and we have a few more shloks to go when Bhishma Stuti starts. So we are going to start that right now, and I'll scroll each of the shloks when they are singing, so you can actually relate to that. And this is all we'll read tomorrow.
इति मतिरुपकल्पिता वितृष्णा भगवति शाश्वत पुंगवे विभूम्नि स्वसुखमुपगते क्वचिद् विहर्तं प्रकृतिमुपेयुषि यद्भवः प्रवाहः त्रिभुवनकमलं कमालवर्णं रविकरगौरवराम्बरं दधाने वपुरलककुलावृताननाद्यं विदय सखेरतिरस्तु मे न वद्या युधितुरकरजो विधुं रवे चेतनामुखं निरीक्ष्य स्वजनवधाद्विमुखस्य दोषबुद्ध्या कुमतिमहरदात्मविद्यया यश्चरणरतिः परमस्य तस्य मेस्तु स्वनिगममपहाय मत्प्रतिज्ञामृतमधिकर्तुमवप्लुतो रथस्थः हरिर्वहन्तुमिवं गतोत्तरीयः श्रितविशिखहतो विषीर्ण